I'm sorry. 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 I missed last Monday. I did. I missed last Monday. See, what had happened was, right? Scheduled to go out of town, and I had every intention on recording before I left. I did, however, week leading up to me leaving, hella things were being thrown at me, changes were happening. I had to shift fire, and I just did not get around to recording, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Moving forward, right? I will do better with my time management. I'll take accountability. I will do better with my time management. That I will promise you. But I have two pieces of good news. Are you ready? Number one, I finally retwisted my hair. Look, it takes me 2 to 3 business days to retwist my hair, okay? And you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just get somebody to do it? No, I'm cheap. And I thoroughly believe if I can do it myself, I'm gonna. Okay, so no. So just know every time you see me with the headband and the messy bun, it's retwist time and I'm stalling. I am. That's number one. Number one. Number two, we got a new subscriber. We got him. We fucking got him. Yo, I got a new subscriber. I got a new subscriber. To my new subscriber or to anyone who's watching, hi. My name is Tiffany. I bake and I talk about movies at the same time. I'm high as shit today. I am. Guys, I got a new subscriber. Listen, I'm on my way. I don't know what you're doing, but I know where I'm going. But let's get serious. It's February. Valentine's Day is around the corner, okay? This is a baker's dream month. All these cute cupcakes and dipped strawberries and just cute shit that you can make in February, right? I have no googly bear. So I'm not gonna be cute and cuddly this February. Absolutely not. In fact, we're gonna start a new series right now. Right now, right at this very moment. And you know what I'm gonna call it? That's Not Love. That's right, we're gonna talk about sick, twisted, dark love because it's out there. It's out there and it's plaguing our towns and our cities. I might be a little bitter this Valentine's Day, whatever, I don't care. Whatever. Let's just get right into today's movie, okay? And this is gonna set the tone for how the rest of February is gonna be, okay? Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon, Alyssa Milano, Fear. The movie came out in 1996, I was 7. I probably saw it when I was like maybe 11, 12, had to be, right? Why did I like it so much? No, because why did I like this movie so much at that age? I feel like something should be unpacked there, right? I shouldn't have liked this movie at the age that I was. But let's get into it though. Get into today's movie. I do want to throw out a little bit of a disclaimer, okay? I am going to be talking about some pretty heavy shit. By no means do I condone any type of abuse, whether verbal or physical, okay? I'm goofy as fuck. So if I laugh at some shit or I say some shit, chill the fuck out. This isn't that, okay? We're here to have a good time. Do not fuck up my vibe. Don't mess up my vibe in here, okay? Nicole meets a guy at a party. His name is David. Nicole is 16, okay? David, we know, is well over 18. If you've seen the movie, you know he's well over 18, okay? So let's just start there. So Nicole is at some party with her friend Margot, who's probably also 16, okay? First of all, I hate trash ass friends. I hate trash ass friend. And Margot is a trash ass friend. We're gonna touch on Margot and her behavior throughout this entire video, okay? Margot sees the guy that she wants and leaves Nicole by her goddamn self. What kind of friend is this? That's how you know she's a trash ass friend. Nicole is standing there by her goddamn self. This is where she meets David. Talk a little bit, and then a fight breaks out and they all have to leave, right? Once the fight breaks out, you'd think Margot would try to find her friend so they can get the fuck on, but no. She runs away with the dude that she just met. She didn't even give a fuck about Nicole. So Nicole and David run up to the roof, which is crazy because why would you run up there if you're trying to get away? You know who also ran up to the roof? Margot and that guy that she was trying to get with. Margot looked this girl dead in her face and said, I'll call you later. The fuck you mean you call me later, bitch? We're both 16. We're not supposed to be here. What the fuck am I gonna tell my parents? So Nicole escapes with David, right? They end up parking somewhere and looking at the stars and shit and talking about who they are and their feelings and whatnot. You know, typical romantic scene. You know, he tells her that he has this loving family and they're super normal, and she talks about her childhood, and you know, they're getting super close and intimate, right? Eventually they do kiss. First of all, I hate the way they kiss in this fucking movie. It literally makes my skin crawl. It's so fucking... So they're kissing, they're making out or whatever, and he tries to take it a little further, and Nicole's like, nah, I'm not ready for all that. I'm not ready for all that. Kudos, Nicole. I will say kudos. So some time goes by, they're hanging out, they're having a good time, and David wants to meet the parents. Eventually, Nicole invites David over to meet her dad and her stepmom, right? I don't like her stepmom. I don't like that bitch. I don't like that bitch. I think she's a problem. I do. I think she's a problem. Do y'all remember when she called Nicole a slut for wearing too much makeup? So Nicole and David are at her parents' house, right? And there's a part in the movie that's super interesting to me. So remember that part where David and Nicole's dad are talking, right? And Margot walks in. David yells out to Nicole to get him something to drink. Remember? He was like, Nicole, get me a soda. And the dad looks at David and is like, burp. Like, why are you barking out commands like that? Get me a soda? Where's please? I wanted to like Nicole's dad. There was a creepy moment in that scene as well. Margot, she's talking to Nicole's dad, and she like bends over and she's tying her shoe, and all her ass crack is out. And her dad's looking at it. Nicole's dad low-key clocked it from jump, right? He low-key was like, something's a bit off about that. But Nicole can't see it yet. Nicole hasn't clocked it yet that something's not right up there. So Nicole has a friend, a guy friend. His name is Gary. And you could tell he's one of those nice guys, right? One of those guys that chicks put in friend zones. One day, Nicole is leaving high school. She's giving Gary a hug, and David is there to pick her up. David sees Nicole and Gary hug, and he spazzes the fuck out. Man, he starts whooping Gary's ass, okay? And in the midst of him like whooping the fuck out of Gary, Nicole tries to stop it, and he like does one of those back movements, you know, and elbows her right in the fucking eye, causing a black eye. Nicole is shook, okay? And she tells David to get the fuck away from her. She don't want to deal with him no more. Hell nah, you're crazy. Get the fuck on. So Nicole is distraught, right? She's broken up with David. She don't want to fuck with him no more. She's telling her friend Margot what the fuck happened, okay? Margot has the audacity to tell Nicole, sometimes when a guy hits you, that's just their asshole way of saying I love you. What kind of toxic shit is that? For a friend to say, your best friend, that's your best friend, and that's the advice she gives you? Girl. And this is why the fuck I say Margot and shit. Yes, I did a whole scene change, and I still want to talk about Margot. This is exactly why I said Margot ain't shit. Because why the fuck would you tell your friend that? Why would you say that? That's the best advice you got? And at 16, I'm not telling my friends, hey, if he beats you, it's okay. He just loves you. The fuck? Let me be the one to tell you it's not okay. It's not okay. Ladies, it's not okay. Men or women, actually. While she's giving her that terrible fucking advice, David and his friends show up. And this is where David apologizes. So Nicole tries to leave, right? She don't want to hear what he got to say. She tries to fucking leave. As she's leaving, David's like, let me just explain myself, right? He explains himself. It's some lame ass excuse. And of course she takes him back. Like, God damn it. So dad knows that David hit Nicole, right? Actually, dad and stepmom both know that David hit Nicole, okay? Since dad knows that David hit his daughter, right? He gives him a little warning. Don't come around here anymore. Leave my daughter alone. This is where David's crazy really starts to fucking show, okay? After David went the fuck off on Nicole's dad, right? Nicole's dad like pokes him in the chest, remember? And told him to leave his daughter the fuck alone. Stay out of her lives. Remember, he starts banging on his fucking chest so he can make bruises. He's gonna tell Nicole her dad hit him. So David tells Nicole that her dad beat him up, right? That's why he got the bruises on his chest. So of course she runs and confronts her dad about it, because why would David lie? You know what I'm saying? Because why would he lie? That's the love of her life. On my man type shit. Like, not David. Why would he lie to me? Dad? Nicole knows her dad really don't fuck with David like that. So why would he lie to me? Not my man. She storms off, right? Conversation over. She storms off and leaves with David. This is where the story gets interesting. Later on that night, David drops her back off home. Right? Night's ended. He's dropping her back off home. He leaves. They part ways. Nicole thinks to herself, I'm just not ready to go home yet. I'm not ready to walk through those doors yet. I'm going to go back to David's house. She shows up at David's house. And what does she see? She sees Margot with her fast ass. Margot is in her bra and panties, grinding on the man that she's been chasing all movie. Mind you, there's other dudes in the vicinity, and she's just in her bra and panties, just grinding on this guy. Girl. Anyway, David walks up. He grabs Margot and is like, tell him you want me. At first, Margot laughs it off, but then she realizes that David's fucking serious. David's getting pretty fucking handsy, and she eventually goes with him. She's like, yeah, I want you. David picks her up and takes her away, like, to go fuck. Nicole sees it all. She sees the whole fucking thing. She's devastated. Her heart is fucking crushed. Her man and her best friend, and she just went off on her dad. Imagine, right? Her man and her best friend trying to defend him after she just defended him from her dad. Homegirl she's crushed. She's absolutely fucking crushed. I know she feels stupid. I know she feels fucking stupid. She leaves, right? She's devastated. She's crying and driving. The worst combination, honestly. She gets home. She writes her dad a note, lets him know, hey, I'm sorry. It's over between me and David. Like, don't ask questions. Just know it's over. Like, you won. It's over. So one day, David surprises Nikki at school, and Nikki freaks the fuck out, right? She tells David to leave her the fuck alone, right? Like, don't touch me. You're a monster. Please leave me alone. Even Gary chimes in and he's like, hey, back the fuck up. Leave her alone. See, David doesn't know that Nikki knows. Margot doesn't know that Nikki knows either, okay? So one day, Margot shows up to Nikki's house and she's like, hey, why you ain't been answering my phone calls? And this is another reason why I say Margot is a trash ass friend. Oh, she's so trash. She was really outside talking to Nicole like she just hadn't fucked her man. She was just like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. So it finally clicks in Margot like, fuck, she knows. And instead of being like, I'm sorry, she says, who told you? That's the first words out of her mouth. Who told you? Bitch, why you ain't tell me? You know what I'm saying? If it was really on some fuck shit, right? Like if he really forced you to do it, Margot, why the fuck you ain't tell me? You're supposed to be my best friend. Why you ain't tell me he made you do that? We could have took him down together. But it wasn't no fuck shit. It wasn't. So David tries to come by the house, right? Dad answers the door. David's pouring out his sorrows, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to, let me just talk to Nicole. Of course, the dad is like relishing in this moment to turn this man down and tell him to get the fuck off his property. So David now goes Super Saiyan crazy, okay? Because he can't get to Nicole. He damages her dad's car, remember? Dad then in turns fucks up their entire house. And David then in turns trying to kidnap Nicole and killing the entire family. What a snowball effect. They always kill the dogs. I don't know what the fuck is up with that shit, honestly. You know who I blame out of this entire movie for Nicole's demise? It's not her trash ass friend Margot, okay? It's not her bum ass stepmom who don't know her fucking boundaries. It's not even her dad who's low key a creep. It's the fucking police. How many times did Nicole's dad call the police and tell them to come get this man? To come get this man, David. Not one fucking time did they show up. Not once. My daughter is 16. This man is well over 18. Why the fuck y'all not picking him up off that? Even when his daughter was assaulted in the bathroom, not one police officer came out and took a statement. Ain't that the fucking truth when it comes to domestic violence cases though? Ladies and men, I'm not gonna discriminate. This ain't love. This shit is not love. If they hurt you, they don't love you. If they hurt you, they don't love you. It's that simple. It's literally that black and white. I made pound cake. Is that a terrible joke? It's good. I will see you guys next Monday. I mean it. Don't hold this against me. Bye, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you guys later.